Enhancement Talent of the Week. Whoa, with Donnie and Jay. The jobbers might not have the greatest physiques. Whoa, Enhancement Talent of the Week.
The Enhancement Talent of the Week is brought to you by Star Will Books, your map to amazing stories. Star Will Books is the publisher of the best-selling science fiction series, The Adventures of Duke LaGrange. Visit them today at starwillbooks.com. Thank you, Star Will Books, for the continued support of the Wrestling Life Support podcast. So, Donnie, we got a good one this week on the Enhancement Talent of the Week. This guy actually has done a lot of stuff. I know sometimes we are a little tongue-in-cheek with these guys, but this guy's resume is pretty impressive. So I think it'll be one. I'm going to see if you can guess it. It's a tricky one. I'm not going to lie. This is not of the caliber of like a Barry Horowitz or even a Frank Williams. But I think once I say the name, you'll definitely recognize it. But some pretty cool stuff here. So he started his wrestling career in 1982 and wrestled for about 20 years. So ended in 2002. Before he started wrestling, he actually played football at North Texas State, which is now the University of North Texas. So the same as, a guy that everybody knows, Stone Cold Steve Austin, playing football at NTSU at the time. He was trained by Boris Malenko. So you got a major college football player and trained by Boris Malenko. We got some good stuff going on here. This could be anybody, right?
Right.
He teamed with Iron Mike Sharp, which right there he should already be in the Hall of Fame, but he teamed with Iron Mike Sharp and Aldo Marino in one of the rare Fabulous Freebirds WWF matches.
Wow.
In 1985, in the nascent period of Hulkamania, he wrestled WWF World Champion Hulk Hogan.
Wow.
He also wrestled Ricky Steamboat, the Junkyard Dog, Jake Roberts, the British Bulldogs, the U.S. Express. I mean, some pretty heavy hitters of that era. I won't say his later career, but as his career matured, he did some time in the Global Championship Wrestling promotion in Florida. He was their tag champs with Jumbo Beretta. So that doesn't mean a whole lot, but they had a big feud with Joe and Dean Malenko. And Boris Malenko actually subbed in for Dean Malenko when he was injured. They were managed by Ox Baker. So, I mean, he's had a feud with three Malenkos and Ox Baker. That's pretty awesome. So as his career started to wind down, and as a lot of the veterans of this era did, he really spent a lot of time in the late 90s and early 2000s on the independent scene. And he really focused on the future of wrestling promotion. And FOW is a pretty famous independent promotion. That's where guys like Low Key and Scoot Andrews and the Shane Twins and stuff got their start. But in that promotion, he was their heavyweight champion. He was their hardcore champion. He wrestled everybody from Barry Horowitz and the Sandman to Curt Hennig in one of Curt Hennig's last matches. He even wrestled the notorious Maximum Capacity. Remember that very large man on the indie scene there in the early 2000s that was claiming to be one of the world's largest athletes and stuff. He was like 600 pounds. So he ended his career in 2002, but during this time, he also spent a lot of his time training wrestlers. And he has been credited as the main trainer for Gangrel. And he helped out with Luna Vachon. He even was one of the co-trainers for MVP and Norman Smiley. I mean, a pretty nice kind of tree of students from this guy. And he was as high as 391 in PWI in 1993. I'll give you another hint. He's a burly man. He's a bigger man. He doesn't have the greatest physique, as the Enhancement Talent of the Week theme song describes our Enhancement Talents as. And I'll even give you one last thing. One quote from Gangrel. This man, I won't give you his name, alone is the only reason that I'm able to do what I love for a living. He was more than a trainer. He was like a father and a brother and a friend. I can honestly say that he is one of a kind. Simply an amazing human being. Thank you. Insert name of Enhancement Talent. Any guesses?
I know I'm going to know who it is because of the Freebirds matches. Not many guys wrestled them in WWF, but it's not coming to me right away.
So this Enhancement Talent of the Week is the legendary, the great, the underrated Rusty Brooks. Yeah, I mean, he wrestled everybody. I mean, you know him because he was kind of I don't want to say pudgy or overweight, but kind of pudgy and overweight guy.
Right.
And had the beard and just kind of looked like, I don't know, he just looked like everybody's uncle. So in the show notes, I'll include links to his match with Hogan in 85, one of his tag matches against the Malenkos. This one actually will be Joe and Boris. So that's kind of cool. The Freebirds match, as well as a nice little one-on-one encounter with a little wrestler called Andre the Giant. So pretty cool. Yeah, Rusty Brooks. I mean, everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. And he is this week's Enhancement Talent of the Week.